So just to get your opinion on certain things that we've been hearing about, especially now it's the whole millennial workforce which has come into active workforce. So do you see any unique challenges with the millennials? Do you think that there is a concept that they have this sense of entitlement, that they are entitled? Is that true? Does that happen?
I hold a contrary view.
Okay.
See, this term entitled was used way back in 2013. And if I remember correctly, Time magazine had put an article that me generation. And these people, millennials or Gen Y, they are like, lazy, entitled, narcissist, self-absorbed, that kind of stuff they say. Whereas you talk to people now, like all the startups are by these people, the new tech industries are being run by the millennials and Gen Ys. So there is a dichotomy in the way they have been projected. Actually, why I feel is there was lack of options. You see, in our time, like I said, limited options were there. Either you become engineer or doctor or professor or banker. That's it. Then you had manufacturing coming up, and then sales, along with the sales, marketing, advertising, and then globalization happened, and lots of outside work started. Now it is globalization is unraveling. That time there was no shortage of jobs. People moved. Now it's not. So it's like, lack of options with the new generation, which is a problem. Like, I don't know, there are many surveys which they say, I read somewhere, that by the time a millennial is 30 years, he would have changed 10 jobs. You look at the unemployed population today, qualified, will he leave a job if he gets it? So this concept that they are entitled is like, they are forced to be like that. If he says, I don't want to buy a house, not that he doesn't want, or his choices, he can't afford. He doesn't want to get married. It is not like, he's become narcissist or he wants to spend on himself. He knows the responsibility of raising a family and the children and their education and medical, and it's so exorbitant he can't.
And he today can't say no to things.
Like, like our finance minister said that they don't want to buy houses. You tell me which house in, I'm talking of Bombay now, we are in Bombay. So a single 1 BHK house in any middle class localities will cost you 90 lakhs to 1 crore. Any startup salary of any postgraduate MBA from middle tier, they say, how much would he be earning? 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs? 40 lakhs? 40 lakhs? Doubtful. Right? 20, 25 lakhs is from, let's say, premier.
That age bracket.
That is how much. Now, this fellow wants to buy a house. Firstly, he should be of that age, 25, 26 years. Then that is the time when he buys a house, he have to take a rent and like loan from this thing. The loan repayment terms are 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. He may take, say, 5 years, 10 years. Is he sure that his job is going to remain for 10 years? If he's supposed to be shifting every 3 years, what is the guarantee? So, I don't think that they are entitled. Only thing they have less options. And then they know their worth. It's not that the technical people, if they say that I'm the only guy who can, he can dictate his term. He's not entitled. He's now to heart surgeon, Dr. Panda, if you go to Asian Heart Institute, he'll charge whatever he wants because he is known heart surgeon.
True.
Okay.
He knows his worth.
He knows his worth. So same way, if you have a Python qualified software engineer, he'll charge. So he's not entitled. He deserves it.
So the sense I'm getting from what you're saying is basically the pre-millennials were not ready for the disruption that the millennials basically brought in, and
Yeah,
that
that is one, because it is not only they brought in, the whole system of that globalization is coming, it is becoming unraveled now.
Right.
And nationalism, ultra-nationalism and protectionism is coming back again. In this, there will be lesser and lesser and lesser options for the millennials. In the areas where they can get a job or they can start new, older, established industry already there. Okay, manufacturing is already set up. They can't get into that. And the retail is already set up. The food, chemical, all the industries sort of thing is already set up. Agriculture, one area is now, say, like I'll give you an example, organic, this thing. It is a sub niche branch which has taken off. Then what remains is the technology, which is not existing, not established, and innovation can always get you this. So this is the area where people are doing now. So millennials are disrupting that spot. No millennial has ever opened, say, tractor factory. Okay, or a Hawkins cooker factory. Nobody's opened that. What he's done is probably this tractor from this and this is put on a app and he's selling it, because this is where he can do. But so these
they're
are
not reinventing the wheel.
they're not reinventing. So they are not disrupting the business as such. They are expanding it. This is my way of looking at it.
So do you, in your interaction with the newer generation, do you see people wanting to join HR, or have you seen that there are, like, the numbers dwindling in terms of people who want to come into the...
Frankly, pure HR, nobody wants to join, or I'll not say nobody wants to join, but there's definitely declining interest, and there are reasons for that. Firstly, there were schools which are like, MBA schools, or say TIS or Xavier's or Symbiosis, that kind of people, those who are training for HR. And these guys always go into support function. Whereas the people, those who started coming into MBAs were qualified engineers and doctors, and these people, they felt their education is waste. So MBA started becoming dual specialization MBA sort of thing. Engineering, production and finance. Okay, add value to their technical thing as well as this. But there's no such thing that marketing in HR. So either you can be marketing or HR. And HR has lesser scope. You see, in a company which is, say, producing goods, you can have a team of marketeers, okay, advertisers. Whereas in a company, how big HR team you can have? How many? 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, that's it. There's scope. And mobility is also not there. Once you get identified, it becomes very difficult. Okay, you are from HR of infrastructure company. Okay, so you are not good enough for, say, IT company. So that kind of, so it reduces mobility. It doesn't add any value, and people are therefore not keen. And secondly, what is happening is, it is seen as thankless job. Whatever you do, it is never appreciated. So people don't want, they, like, today's generation, single child family, they are entitled in the sense that they need confirmation of they are doing well, appreciation. So they need that. Whereas if they join HR every day, they get to hear something which they don't like. So yes, it is less interested there, and moreover, complexities of the regulations and compliance is very tough. Nobody wants to do that, and this is where I find more weakness for the companies. There's no good industrial dispute resolution persons. IR people are, nobody takes that industrial relations, nobody takes this. And this is one area which is going to be very important now.